Can you hear me? Your volume. We can't hear anything. I just messaged you. Nope, still can't hear you. Can you hear me? Put a thumbs up if you can hear me. I think it's your headset or something. Still can't hear you. Yeah, we still can't hear you. Maybe try to disconnect the headphone and then connect it back.
Hello?
Yep,
Hello?
yep, I can hear you now. Loud and clear.
Oh,
Good, 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 good.
I think it was my mic. The other mic, I think it has low issue.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I
okay.
think it's low. That's the reason. Anyway, yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. So, uh, I was just imagine I was just talking, thinking like people listening to me. Wow,
Okay.
it's so uh so anyway, to the viewers out there listening from the live coverage, I want to say a big thank you for the opportunity. I really want to wear my Mr. Zucker cap, but then the
You
headset can permit me. Yeah, it's amazing. I was actually wanting to come at the back to just be listening, but then uh,
yeah.
it got me to be here.
Mhm.
So I'm doing two things at the same time. I'm editing at the same time doing this thing. This is amazing. I want to say thank you. So to those out there, again, my name is Mr. Sokra, professionally, but I was born with the name Enoch Sean Sokra, and I'm a senior student at the Stars University and the ED of the People's Favorite Team of Change, Advocacy and Public Speaking Team, Stand Liberia. It is so good to be here. So I just want to say thank you to our vision. This is a home to be. I mean, this place is full of professional people and inspiring young people. So I'm really happy. Right now I'm sending links all around so that people who are able to join can join. So welcome again. If you're listening, if you can hear me, please show me a thumbs up because I did a lot of talking before and thought that I was heard. All right. So, okay, thank you so much. So I just want to use this time to recognize three people here, and please forgive me and permit me your names. I have other Adeline Angie Freeman. If I pronounce the name correctly, you are highly welcome. Welcome to this all important and inspiring, expecting to be inspiring because I missed the first day and I'm happy to be here. And Jerry Toll, I think this is the main I want to be hearing. So Jerry Toll, if I'm not making a mistake. And Matthew P. Gay Jr. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to be, the thing is, I want to confess, this is the first time ever I'm going to go through this initiative for a youth to be teaching youth. So for this, I just want us to put our hands together, whether by emoji, whether by video clapping, just put us together for our vision. This is a very great initiative. So given the opportunity to serve as host until our main host arrive, I'm seeing somebody like him. I want to use the time to again say you can please share the link to your friends because what you're about to listen to, don't be mean, beg you. So share the link, invite people. Uh, it is it's worth to be listening to somebody who uh, have planned and is of your same kind to share with you what what they have put together and what you need to be what needs to be carried out to young people. So this is the topics I'm seeing here are uh, everyday matters. Everyday matter. Every day. I mean, every day these things, this particular I want to say behavior, this particular happenings and procedure habits, everyday matter. But how can we? This is the question. How? So every organization wants to solve the how. Okay, again, I want to welcome Limon B. Smith. Oh, yeah, again, please. I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. All right. So, if I have a question, can okay. So, okay. So we are to start. We are to start the program very soon, at least 3 p.m. Yeah, I can see my. Is that Jerry? Very dressed. I'm I'm feeling your costume, bro. Yeah. so let's use the time. Okay. And now I'm feeling and the thing like when you come to all it will be mind blowing today because they the mister have misterized himself. So what we do is because I'm new here and uh I really want to have people letting me know who they are. One, just have some interactive uh uh section here. And if you don't mind, I will individually be asking you questions that I believe good answers will come from will solve some kind of problem. The thing about answering questions and contributing is what I don't know or I'm not thinking about, what you have experienced. Once you elaborate on such, then I can be able to have knowledge on that. This is why I love attending such programs like this, because nobody knows all, nobody knows everything. But what you can put out probably can be the very first thing that will remain in my mind for the rest of my life. So again, I want us to start introducing ourselves as we wait in actual time and we'll move forward. Again, my name is Enoch Zukra, and I like Mr. Zukra, and I'm a public speaker trainer, IT specialist, and the head of the People's Favorite Team of Change, Public Speaking, and Academic Development in State Liberia. So again, from can we do from my left to my right? I don't know if it is the same as my screen, but can we start our introduction and let's talk about how we feel about the program, and we can go next to our questions. So if you want to, if you want to start, you can just raise your hands and give your contribution. Yes. Okay. Uh, I don't know, Angie, Mrs. Freeman or Miss Freeman, you can take the stage.
Um, oh, thank you, and hello everyone. Sorry to start something tonight. Okay, hello, and welcome. It's my first time seeing you or meeting you as well. So my name is Adeline. I'm the assistant secretary of a house region. So for this program, I feel that it's inspiring, educative, and it's it's important for you that we should interact what we know, what the next person knows. We should be able to learn from each other. So it's very important for this. I think it's an exercise to try and express their way or how they feel or what they know about things happening in our surrounding or in.
All right, thank you so much. So can we go to the next person? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I know other line now very well. So who's next? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anyone here? Hello. So I have Lemon B. Smith. Lemon, are you there?
Hello.
Okay, okay. I just want to know if you're there. Okay, Matthew. I think Matthew,
Yes,
are
I'm
you there,
here.
sir? It's okay. He's there, but I think he's in traffic, right? Okay. Is there noise there, right? Oh, all right. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Actually, I just want to know. All right. So I can call the bossman Oracle bossman show is here already, and the boss editor too is here. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So, um, we have this little concern. Adeline, I have this little concern. Can we talk about something here. There's this concern I have, and I want us to talk about it when it comes to this whole youth thing. It will sound funny, but then this question have been boozing me. I mean, coming up to me all the time. Uh, what at what age and at what age again can somebody be youth and not youth? Adeline, can we talk about that, Adeline?
Come again. I didn't get the question.
Yes. I'm saying this is one because this is youth. It's all about youth development and youth initiative. So there's one question. Even day before yesterday, in my practice, in my training, someone at what age and at what age it come two ways. Can someone be youth and not be youth? Before we move on to the next.
Yeah, somebody can be youth and cannot be a youth. But you have to behave like a youth. Some people can behave more like a youth. So it's the attitude. I hope I'm correct or innocent. But
Yeah,
they have people who behave more than their age. They have people who behave they are older, but they behave like a child. So you can be a youth or you can be older or more like a youth.
yeah, because in Liberia, youth development is not only about the height or making uh giving food or some to adolescent person or age person food and growing or getting in higher classes. I learned that it is about the age and maturity. So this problem, I mean this thing about solving civil problem and development, one need to understand their position as a youth. So that's why I asked, from your experience, how do you identify? We say a youth. They youth. They imagine. Or I was opportune to speak with, to listen to Tiago Congo. And he said people, the community chairman, imagine community chairman, youth chairman, you can see 40, 50, 60 year old papa, and they still holding that position as youth chairman. Do you want to believe that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they say they still holding that position of being youth chairman. So I'm connecting this to this particular initiative. Why youth should teach youth, but then they understand the position of youth. What position as somebody recognizing that, what position is those supposed to be in before you identify as you? Somebody can be they can be in the age, you can say, how you be, like especially in church. They don't want to join a youth department, or they don't want to even. So I want to know, through your experience, maybe you have encountered that before.
Yes. I think at the school where I used to live before, we had this guy. He he passed me, but then he said he from him. So, I don't know. So people are just misplaced, I think. Yeah. I think they were the partners. They are just because supposed to know your position, supposed to know of others, but some people don't know.
Uh, yeah. So I'm trying to connect some of my people there. Fortunately, one of my brilliant, she is doing WAS right now, and she's telling me she really won't finish with the stuff and get home and be part of this. This is one of the questions she pushed me with. You know, the girl is not too big in the body, so she can fit anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of people that remain a community chairman or cheerleader, this you know be or you they can hit there. And it's not about I'm not putting it to about the age and something, but the mindset. When do we classify somebody being you? I know I really hope Matthew could join this. I know I mean really want to talk something about anything, but I did Boulevard. I think I did Boulevard traffic my whole man. But if there's space, you can send your contribution in our message area. We can see it, please. So if you want to say something, you can send a contribution. Because the thing is, people escape these things because of I believe now for myself the responsibility. Okay, so if you agree with me for that one, you can raise your hand. Like UVA or no, not me. No, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Because of the responsibility. If you agree with me, I want to know. If you don't agree with me, then we can say something about that. But what do you have to say? This youth being youth, because every other program in this town or in Liberia or all over, the people are focusing on youth. But then to get the youth to have them in it is actually difficult. But then once it's done, it's inspiring, right? Am I being heard? Hello.
I didn't get what you're saying about family.
Yeah, I'm saying youth, the escape route of not being a youth or maintaining the position of youth can sometimes be the factor of high responsibility, right? So, and one again is the factor of overlooking another person. I mean, when I saw the burn of this entire initiative, that youth teaching you, who we now, as apart from few of us that understand in the cycle of this, we will actually listen to our own friends. But in this time, people seem to listen to people who are older than them, tell their own youth. That's why I'm pressing on this entire youth thing. I believe people escape this because of the high responsibility attached to this. I don't know what you believe in that, or what you believe.
People escape being used because of the high responsibility. What you saying?
Yeah. Like you right, okay, give this youth program. You papa account. You gotta do this, gotta do that. I mean, my man. Auntie I can fit me, man. Auntie I can fit me, man. Then they escape it.
I know.
Or they all
I don't. So I think the word what you trying to say is people escape the part of being maybe a youth leader or
mm,
youth chairman or youth cheerleader. But that was the responsibility.
youth positions.
Yes, I think so. That's one thing. But on it, everything comes to responsibility. Yes. So I think, but I don't think that because somebody is or youth leader or youth chairman makes them or youth. No, I think it's the mindset, the way you think, your example to the smaller ones or the community, how the people see you makes you a youth leader or a community chairman. Not because you are or you, or how you think, how you handle things. Because everything starts from small. How you think, how you handle things, how you you move about. Because all the things people look at in your community, they observe you from your community. So you guys just start from everywhere. So from your community, the way people see you, how they respect you, how you carry yourself about, what you see, people start to follow. And then somebody can say, oh, this person will be a girl, this person will be our family, or this person will be our youth family. I think that's important.
Yeah. All right. So here's another thing there's another thing, key thing to pin to this. I think you have come across a lot of youth, like traveling youth opportunities and things like that. Many young people they are not actually interested in this because I learned what up thinking, oh, gee, you will go apply, they will see, oh, papa, then they didn't want to go represent you. So why am I going there for? People will kind of do what I want to see you, but any day you go see or people who older than us, they stay in the ground. Other people don't want to remain there, so people feel excluded. People feel excluded just because of that one happening, and then they become very, very free, very, very free. Like they are free. They don't want to be part of any because the question is, end of the day, I won't be selected or I won't be recognized or I won't be I won't be listened to. Who will listen to me? In fact, what other person can tell me that I don't know? You see, these are various factors that are leveling down. They are just pushing the entire thing, they are pushing this thing down. Only some percent of us in this kind of cycle, as I said, are still in it. But why would John continue to be in kind of thing and when he go there and they call Mr. Tama, who is in the 50s and he's still representing the youth. Imagine Mr. Tama is
Yeah,
50 years and he's
they say everything. The youth don't want to put themselves in front of the youth. So,
so
all the past,
you see, you don't want to put yourself in front of the youth. You see, that's
they keep,
you. You sure you don't want to put yourself in front of the youth?
but if you still have somebody
There
who
is
is
there
in
is
the
there is something there's on
I
there is an
think that
untoward
they don't believe in themselves.
really.
Yes. Most of us, we don't believe in ourselves. We see that we can't do it. We can't. That's how we feel. We see that we can't do it. Oh, I can't make it. I don't think I'll be able to do it.
Have you felt like that before?
At, at first, yes.
Yeah, me too. What the experience? But maybe I can get my own experience because you want to try to back people here. Yeah, actually, seriously.
At first, I don't know. I can't make it. I can't do it. You can make it. You believe it. I can't make it. I can't.
What's yeah? What's the experience?
It's embarrassing.
She embarrassing. There is what this is why this kind of searching is good. If it is embarrassing, seriously, you're not going to save life here. Maybe I'm going to enter that city there. Happy to me now. Then when I try to explain the system, I see that happening. I say, why did you tell me? Why did you? So if you can bend as well,
One
and you
on
can.
one, one, we have the discussion for that own
This
here.
is this is you teaching you. It's not a. You don't have to be a guest speaker before you tell us something. This is you teaching you. Am I right? If I'm right, you tell oh yeah. Let go.
No,
Uh,
I'm, I'm aware that I'm aware.
I don't think this is the first experience. I don't think this is the only experience or first experience. Our noble speakers are listening, and they too they have theirs. But I don't think this is the first. I don't think this is the first. Maybe
Yeah,
you want me to.
that person can give that experience. It don't have to be mine.
Oh. Oh God, yeah. So this is something that everybody like, and every day I'm really thinking about the next 10 years generation of youth. You know, people are thinking about all right, but now we thinking about them now. We're thinking about them now. If you don't have if you don't have people, you know, like very believing people, you don't have people, or you don't, if you don't travel before, if you don't get that kind of or attachment to you, they don't want to listen to you. Do you know that? They don't want to listen to you. I, I'm very yes, I've seen that before. I've tested. They don't want to listen to you. So this is why I joined this to come and share. And I agree. I came here. I'm happy to come and share some of the things I can listen, because like just in church or in your house or in your community, then if somebody go see you, or the first, let's say for the first time somebody see you on stage, the first doubt is what coffee or what John come and see here? What do you now want to know? What you really come and say to other we? But what is the older person? That's why I asked the question: when or what end? At what end somebody can be a youth, and at what point somebody cannot be a youth and can be a youth? That's what I'm pushing. And you add to it, but then you want to paint it something without me. I won't force you to say it, to explain to explain what you experienced before. But listening to each other is very, 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 very vital to each of us growth. Listening to each other is very, very vital. And I really look forward to this kind of initiative. That's the first time, the second time. This is the question that's you not hear people saying it, but is indirectly being asked and seen. When you move from in program and you get outside, you can actually see these things. But then to address them is kind of very, very difficult for her. Did I lose her? Hello, I lost you. Okay, I have Hawa Hawa Sambula. I I pray I pronounce your name very well. If you listen to me, please can you test the microphone by saying hi? Welcome again to the section. To the first section. Welcome again to the first session. Hello, is Hawa there? Hello? Hello, is Hawa there? All right. So Adeline, in your community, let me engage you again, because you first escaped from the first one. You escaped from the first one. In your community, if you are rating the youth growth, right? Non-politically, right? If you are rating the youth growth plus your own impact, what difference it make?
So in my community, I guess me, so the youth that I'm seeing Most of them are not representing. Maybe that just evaluated the ones that are representing that it will be 1%. The rest,
Oh,
you hearing me? You hearing me? Hello? Hello?
I'm not getting you.
So you getting me now? Hello? Yeah, I'm hearing you. Hello?
I'm not hearing. Okay, I'm coming. Hello, hello, is someone there? Hello, can somebody speak? I want to hear my output.
Hello?
Okay, yes, I'm getting you now. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm hearing you now. So you were saying, sorry?
I was saying, I just moved to this community but the youth that are there, if I reach the ones that are representing, it will be 1%. The rest are poor. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so once you just moved there, so mean that you are doing some kind of eye service research and thing, and so before you start engaging with them, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. But your past or area where your former place of residence. What about that?
That's one of the worst community ever. So, if you ever hear about trust in single,
12th Street. I've been there, and this is where I do most of my. If we want for all to do some direction, and we can do direction quick. Well, this is where I do most of my small work when it comes to design other things in printing the banners and other things in. So 12th Street, 12th Street is a community in community, but you know best. I don't live there. I can go there at times. You know best.
is deep for the youth that are there. It's the same the youth contract to most of them sports, most of the youth, most majority of them sports. You know, you have to live contract when you go there, maybe the one or two times that you see the youth. Maybe if you see 5 youth, four that talk either they smoking or they can drink alcohol or they so good. So you see one good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So anyway, um, I wasn't here yesterday, and I believe it was you suppose you cheat me because I wasn't here yesterday, and I believe you guys really, really had amazing time. So, I want to know the topic yesterday. Can you tell me more about it, how it was, and you know, because I want to just squeeze it in my little space because I just want to empty space, expecting to get more information from our speakers here. So I just want to just take 2% of it, put it past the yesterday only so I can get an understanding. So how was it yesterday?
So yesterday was amazing. I and another lady, I'm sorry I forgot her name. It was the both of us that we presented on gender-based violence. Yes, that was the topic on gender-based violence. How can it be stopped? If it can be stopped, how can it be prevented or reduced? What can we do? What are the causes? How do we stop gender-based violence? But we said to stop it, it cannot be stopped, but we can prevent or reduce it by carrying awareness, by speaking about it. If your child or your sister or your son being raped, you should report it, the police table it, or talk about it, family where it should be reported. Then the perpetrators should be punished so that the victim can get justice. But most of these cases, the victims do not get justice. There where the victim, so much, it leads to psychological problems. In the end, the victims, if they are not strong enough, they will die, or some of them leave with injury, some of them have mental health issues, all of that. But the topic was, I think it needs to be talked about more because it's a very good topic and we need to speak about it more, especially in Nigeria because all around the world, yes, that's a global issue. It's all around the world. They're not being followed.
Yeah, so yeah, I really miss it. Oh. I really miss it for true. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, they're not being
yeah.
followed.
I really miss it for true. And
Maybe
it was live like this, right? So I believe I can go and watch it over, right?
yes, it
Mm.
was recorded. I think it was recorded. I'm sure that it was recorded.
So all of what you listened to, all of what you listened to or you heard, I know there's a masterpiece that kept you to your phone. And I don't mean to be biased, but you know which one really kept you.
Like what I talked
Because
about.
before you speak, the reason I'm asking this question, so before you speak,
Mhm.
the reason I'm asking this question, uh, we had a program this one time, and then I don't know, maybe it was, I think that it was God that planned it that way. But we had to keep the good, the best for the last. You know, it just happened like that. Everybody spoke about this speaker. You know him, but I'll not call him in name personally. He really spoke well on that. Oh, you know him, don't be afraid that yeah, you pay me, you pay me. That speaker really he knew. I said, they may call your name, he represented you and oh,
Where?
ah, okay, you know. So this speaker, this first speaker spoke was a lady. She spoke well, and everybody like you know, I'm like, she spoke like you cook me a food. People smell the soup sink and they draw them to the house. Now to either now, the guy I'm talking about, the speaker I'm talking about, uh, he knows you very well. I mean, he actually know you. And yeah, when I saw your name straight, I know that, oh, the person, I know the person, but the person know you. When he was done speaking, 5 persons came to me like, can we have audience again with him? Can we? Can we have a like? Wow. So all the speakers during the program were great, but then that masterpiece held me and held others. So that's what I'm asking for yesterday. If you can remember everything, but one that you cannot let go of, what was that? But you gotta talk about the person and knowing now you really thinking who that person is. A very good surprise. Don't worry.
Mm. So what I got is the part of us working together as a family, as a government, as a school teacher, as a parent to support and end gender-based violence, because gender-based violence is everybody's concern. It might be your sister, it might be your mother, it might be your brother, it might be your cousin, it might be your relative. So it happens to anybody. Yeah, it happens to anybody without discrimination. It happens to anybody. So that's the part that I took personally. We should work together to get justice, so our voice can be heard also, because they need us. The victims need us. The victim or survivor, they need us. Because when you are being raped, or when you're the victim, if you are not strong enough, you isolate yourself, because the way you don't want to talk to people. You want to be alone, and in being alone is risky, because you're not explaining to anybody what you're going through, what comes through your mind, what your next move, all of that. So the victim needs to be protected. They need to be encouraged. You need to support them. Yes. Instead of bullying them, instead of pointing fingers, instead of leaving them to be alone, to carry the load alone, we need to protect them. We need to encourage them. We need to be with them. Yes. That's the part that I took personally. Because it could be me.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I say thank you so much. And this is all about you teaching me and I listening while I'm talking. I know about I taught you, but I learn from you as I sorry to say, but I test. I took for 5 minutes. I test your your eloquence anyway. You're a great person. You actually live 12 feet for true. Yeah, you're strong. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, again, I would like to do my roll call. Again, uh, I have in here, people of inspiration, people of experience, people of great initiative and great minds. So on here we have um, my own co-partner here talking here and there and making things straight here. Adeline Angie Freeman. She's present here. And I'm sorry if I pronounce her name good, but she's present here. And I have here Pastor Yanyu Jeon. Please I apologize for the name, but you're welcome. Please raise your hand if you're hearing me clear. And I have Hawa Sambola. You're also welcome. Please raise your hand if you hear me clear. I also have Winnie Yese. Please raise your hand if you hear me clear. Thank you for coming. And I have Mr. Jerry Toole. I have Madam Limu B. Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, people listening, our unseen audience. Once again, this is the voice of Mr. Sukra, Inaction Sukra. I'm pleased and happy, and this is a history because I'm about to listen. I'm about to join all of you to learn to listen to this great initiative, this program, I want to praise, I want to give one of adjective, but then this program will serve itself, will define itself after the end. Please, and I'm giving please permit me a little bit. I want to take the time. I want to take the time to welcome all of you once again, as we are prepared to listen to our own fellow youth, as we are youth, with all respect given unto me, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to introduce our first speaker. Our first speaker, and this comes in a masculine jet plane. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Jerry Toll. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker today, Mr. Jerry G. Toll. Jerry is a purpose-driven youth advocate, media creator, and the field coordinator at Our Vision ICEL. He is deeply committed to his leadership, community impact, and empowering young people through service and engagement. In addition to his advocacy work, Mr. Jerry is a student at the Stella Maris University pursuing a BSc in Business Administration and the founder of ICEL School of Investment and Professionalism. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with emoji, hand clap, with loud hand clap, with proud, and with dignity and honor to welcome our own brother and friend, Mr. Jerry G. Toll. Welcome on board. Thank you so much. And have the stage.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the warm welcome, and also thanks to our organizer and to my fellow speaker, and a very big one to all of the participants listening here today, both on every social platform that you are watching us from. I want to say thank you, and also thank you for your patience. I really do appreciate that. So I'm Jerry Gito, and today I'm honored to serve as a speaker at this Youth Teaching Youth Summit hosted by I Have Vision. I'm the honor. Before I begin, I would love for you to permit me, my audience, permit me to share a true life event, not just a story, but a true life event of a man called Samuel in a community that I lived back then. So Samuel was a family-oriented man who were highly respected both at his job, in his community, and at his home. Samuel was very good. Everybody loved him because of what he do for people in the neighborhood. As time went back, Samuel's job, they have to lay him off because they were doing downsizing. The downsizing of Samuel's job really brought depression and, brought sadness to him. Few weeks later, he lost his wife. The passing of Samuel's wife broke him down completely. Just imagine the pain of losing somebody you love so much, someone who you care for so much, someone who you cherish, somebody who you share your pain, you share your sorrow, and you share everything with your laughter. That person is no longer. It broken down completely. To add to his sorrow and his pain, community dwellers start to whisper, saying Samuel were the cause of his wife passing off. Those negative words broke him down completely. Samuel had no alternative because people in the community now start to distance themselves from him, and nobody want to associate with a man who is alleged a killer. So he was left all alone. The only alternative Samuel had, according to him, was to run to the bottle, which is the alcohol. That night, Samuel got so intoxicated on his way back, he couldn't even see clear, and he fell in the construction hole. Samuel cried out that night. He cried for help, but no one couldn't come to his rescue because it was very late. The next morning, when people got there, they saw that Samuel was already badly damaged from his leg. When they all rushed into the hospital, the doctor stated that Samuel's leg was already badly damaged and nothing could be done about it. The only thing they could do was to amputate his leg. And so he has no authority. I mean, he gave them the go ahead. Now, what really pains me, or what really inspired me to bring up this story is that, do you know up to present that Samuel is still living, but up to present, when you ask Samuel, what happened to your leg? Just one statement he always gave: one night of alcohol changed my entire life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this statement alone changed my entire perspective. This statement alone makes me understand that there are thousands and millions of other youth out there that are facing the same thing that Samuel faced today, and that have made the same mistake that Samuel made. With all of that, this is why drives me to speak on this topic today: the impact of alcohol abuse on today's youth today. Thank you. So, before we go through, I want us to look at what is alcohol abuse from a medical perspective. Alcohol abuse, right, from a medical perspective, is that alcohol is a depleting drugs called the ethanol that affect our brain, our behavior, and our body function, especially when taken excessively, right? Whenever you overdo something, they'll just refer to the alcohol, right? It have an effect on your life. And what happened when you take an excessive alcohol drinking? It slow down your brain function, meaning your brain, your IQ becomes very low. You don't think straight. You don't think properly. But for that state of being, you feel like, you on top of things. For that state of being, you feel like your IQ is very high. But to be honest with you, your IQ is very low at that time. So that's why we are telling you today that alcohol slow down your brain function. It reduces your self-control and your decision-making. When you are intoxicated, you are not in a rest state of mind to make decisions. Trust me, you are not in a rest state of mind to make decisions. And it also affects our liver, our heart, and our nervous system. Whenever we, take alcohol excessively, makes it our daily habit, our regular routine, it affects not just our brain. It doesn't just slow down our brain, but it also affects our liver, our heart, and also our nervous system. It breaks us down slowly, slowly. And as time go back, you will see the effect of that alcohol that you continue to drink. And it also increase the risk of accident and our mental health problem. We say, oh, okay, when I take this thing, I will think freely, and I will be like a big boy or big girl. And but the more you take it, the more it destroy our health, the more it destroy our mental health as well. Alcohol excessive drinking is absolutely a very, very, very bad thing that I won't encourage any youth to get involved into. And I'm glad that you are here today. So with that being said, one may ask, but why is it that even youth will start drinking? Like the story of Samuel, right? So I tell you that we youth, most of the youth today, get into alcoholic drinking excessively only because of peer pressure. And this is one of the things that is really, really, really disturbing us today: peer pressure. Because we feel that, our peer pressure, we feel that our friends are doing this. So we too, we want to do it, and we want to be in a circle, right? If I don't do it, my friends will call me a small boy. If I don't do it, my friends will call me names. So I want to do it, and I want to be in that circle. And that is wrong. emotional pain, like the story of Samuel. Samuel, he had an emotional pain after losing his wife. Can you imagine losing someone that you love so dearly, and then you have all the negative energy from people telling you that you have hands in the death of your wife? That alone can break anybody down, right? So another thing here is that depression. I listed these things because these are the key things that we are facing today, but not every one of us is talking about it, right? So depression. Depression is one of the silent enemy that we have. I will also relate to Samuel as well. Samuel case, he was depressed after losing the job. Can you imagine? You got a fine job that are making you, you able to cater to your family and cater to your basic needs. And then out of a bloom, you just lost that job only because they were downsizing and your name got involved. I mean, the father you sit home and you see yourself, you're not doing anything, and your children come to you in the morning, Daddy, I'm hungry. Those things alone can play on the mind. So depression also can lead to that, and family problem. Also curiosity. I see all my friends then drinking. I want to drink. I want to see what they drink, why they can be acting like that. They can be acting, they don't have no fear. When my friends then drink, they don't have no fear, man. They can be on top of things, I like the way they can act. And they too, they want to do it because they want to be bold. They want to open up. Some of them feel like, if I drink alcohol, that's the only way I'll be able to express myself freely without shyness or being afraid of anything. So they go and try it because it's what? Curiosity. It's the same thing with the social influence. The circle you find yourself in, I just stated that. The circle you find yourself in. Remember the story of Samuel. Samuel pain began when he lost direction and support. Many youth today face similar emotional struggles that lead to alcohol abuse. And what happened to Samuel? It was just one drink for Samuel, just one single drink for Samuel that destroyed his entire career. Now, Samuel can't do the job he was doing again because he's one-footed, right? It was just one bad decision. And what led to that bad decision? It was because of the what? Alcohol, because he turned to alcohol. That's why Samuel was found in that situation. Today, I want us to continue with this and also look at the effect because I listed a few here, right? The effect of alcohol on our youth. Because many people, when an alcoholic man sit here who drink excessively, he will tell you that alcohol is not a bad thing. I have experienced that. I have friends. I have experienced that. They will tell you, they will sweet talk you and tell you that alcohol is not a bad thing. Alcohol don't have any effect on you, man. But man, just taste this thing. And if you don't have a circle that, of positive mind that will encourage you to do something out of that cycle of excessive alcohol drinking, you will definitely fall in a trap. Today, I listed 4 cardinal things that we need to put in place and look out for. That is the effect of alcohol on our youth today. That is 1. Alcohol destroys dreams and ambition. You can have all the dream, right? You want to become a president, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a doctor. And then just one mistake of alcohol, you join them. Because you know something about that, right? I was just discussing with a colleague of mine, he also was victims of alcohol, right? And I asked him, I said, but tell me, what really encouraged you to get involved into this? He told me, man, my friends then just tell me I should taste it. And when I tasted it, it was not really bad the first time. And that's how they would trick you. Remember, I tell you, they will sweet talk you. It wasn't really bad the first time. And so, the last time I got so depressed and my man, when I tasted the thing, I was not really thinking about it. I just, I was so intoxicated, I just went asleep. And I just had to be taking you small, 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 small. Before you murder your mom, boom, it destroying your system. Remember from the beginning, right? We said that alcohol destroy your mindset, your mental health, right? It destroy your mindset, your mental health. And you won't know because you are not looking inside. You are not looking inside. So you feel that everything is good until you becomes addicted to that and you become a victim. Maybe like Samuel, or maybe, other things happen. So many talented young people today lost focus in school. These are one of the things alcohol do. If you listen to negative influence and you follow alcohol, definitely there's a slight possibility that you're going to lose focus. There's a slight possibility that you're going to lose focus and you're going to focus on alcohol. And what will happen? You will prefer being in the candy shop than being in school. And all of that dreams that you had to be a pastor, to be a lawyer, to be an engineer, to be whoever you want to be in the society to make a better impact, it won't come to pass because you have already made one wrong decision, right? And many of them can be doing it, but also it makes you to feel your exam. Like you have a national exam coming up, like the way we have our student now. For those of us that is in the African continent, we have our student that is writing a national exam. We call it a WAS here, right? And you got so intoxicated. Let's just say you drink alcohol and you go and sit on that paper. Remember that alcohol slow down your brain function. Remember from the beginning, I stated that, right? It slow down your brain function. So as you drink that thing and you sit over the paper, like I like to demonstrate, right? And your hairs are all bad done. It turn your eye, you becomes a little bit sleepy. Remember, I had a one-on-one interaction with a victim of that. And also your brain won't function at issue. So it is bad that you even get involved into that. Again, alcohol affect our mental health. We like the entire topic today just surround this, right? It affect our mental health. Alcohol increase depression, anxiety, anger, emotional instability. Some people say if they drink, they can forget their pain and their sorrow. Look, that's that's that just a way to influence or to persuade someone who is not into it. I'm here to tell you that that's a very big lie. Alcohol only increase, my brother or sister, or fellow organizer. It only increase your problem because trust me, look at the story of Samuel. Samuel was already depressed. He already had a situational ground that he couldn't even solve. He never even had a solution to that problem. And he turned to alcohol, right? What happened that night? He got so intoxicated, he couldn't see, and he fell into a construction hole. And because of that, now he lost his wife, he lost his job, and he lost his leg. He lost the trust of his community dweller, even including some of his friends, family. So just because of that one mistake, you see how many things he lost? Alcohol does not give you an answer to your problem, to whatever depression, pain, or anxiety you are facing. It only increases your problem. Alcohol leads to dangerous decision. It contributes to violence, reckless driving, unsafe behavior, accident, and crime. You get me? Alcohol, let's just talk about the violence aspect, right? When a man is intoxicated or a woman is intoxicated, mind you, I'm not just referring to men. women too as well, children, boys, elderly people, right? When you are intoxicated, I will always like to reflect to where say Athanos say that it slows down your brain function, right? So your decision making is affected. When you get home, you are intoxicated. Anything your wife say or your children do, you know, it triggers you. The only way you can solve a solution when you are intoxicated is to react back by fighting or doing something out of the way. Remember, alcohol affects your decision making in a negative way, not a positive way. I want you to know that today. Before people think that, oh, okay, it affect me in a positive, in a very, very negative way. It affects your decision making. And you join into a violence, maybe with your spouse or maybe somebody in the community. I have seen that a lot. Even in the community I live, right? I say a man who got so intoxicated and he get home and he want to fight everybody in his compound. I'm not going to mention him, right? And he want to fight everybody in his compound. That's what alcohol do. Even if they are telling your own good. So stay far from alcohol. Because definitely it won't do you no good. I have to be honest with you. It won't do you no good. And stay away from the steering when you are intoxicated, because I'm speaking from this a perspective, because maybe one of us, we are already victims in the sense we have already got involved into it. And it's going to take time for you to deviate from that addiction or that attitude, right? But if you find yourself in that situation, my advice to you is that you should stay away from the steering. Still, because there's a slight possibility out of everything that that car will definitely make accident. Imagine the story of Samuel. Samuel was not driving. No, he was not even behind the steering. Samuel was walking. He was walking. And he couldn't even see clear and fell into a construction hole. What more if he was driving? He was going to lose his life or maybe even kill somebody in that whole situation. So stay away from alcohol. And if you find yourself in that situation, stay away from violence, stay away from driving, because it gives you unsafe behaviors, right? Like I said, lead to accident and crime. The last on my agenda here for this, the impact of alcohol is alcohol damage family and communities. It brings division. Alcohol brings division in the home, in the community. When you are being referred to as an alcoholic, mind you, you lose respect. You lose respect. People in the community distance themselves from you. People try to encourage their children to distance themselves from you. And nothing you will talk that they will even take serious. Even when you are being very serious on a situation, they won't want to take you serious because they understand that alcohol have effect on your decision making. It slow down your brain function and your mental health. So they don't care. They will have to distance themselves from you. And in your home, your wife or your children won't have respect for you like that. Because if you're a father and you're in a habit of drinking so excessively that you cannot control yourself, your children can talk back to you. They can say anything to you. When you want to say something, maybe you want to discipline them, they will be referring to you. The man with an alcoholic again, he telling me to stay away from alcohol, or he telling me to stay away from this thing. Why can't you work on yourself? So we need to stay away from alcohol. It doesn't help. It doesn't solve any problem. Like I stated earlier, it only increase our problem. Now, I want you to understand that, the thing they call peer pressure is one of the silent enemy that we, the youth, let me just refer to this current youth, like right now in this era that we are living. Peer pressure is killing us slowly. Because now we want to be in the circle. We want to be among our friends. We don't want to be alone. We don't want people saying us to be savage or to be mumu. Let me just use the word. Excuse me for that, but it's just in Liberia, it's just a common thing that people can call you food, right? So you don't want to be referred to like that. So you definitely want to, be in that circle. Let them call you boss. Let them call you CEO. Let them call you my chief, my doctor. So you want to be in that circle. So you have to get involved into it. But you need to understand that a common phrase like no, be a man. Everybody drink. Just try it once. You see, those things that they can tell you. Yeah. Look, let me share the story of myself, right? Last semester, because I'm in a university, a senior student, right? And Stella Maris. We had this get together at the end of our section. So we went on the beach and we were having a program, everybody laughing, drinking, playing games. My friends were enjoying themselves. I'm not going to mention name, right? They were all enjoying themselves. And when it came to me and asked me, oh, President, what you want? I told them that just give me my late power mod. I think those of you who know me here, you can relate. Yeah. I don't joke with my power mod, right? I told them, just give me my power mod. And they all, as if to say, I was insulting them. Like, I was like, what's going on? They told me, no, we can give you power model. Don't gotta bring that pastor thing here. Everybody enjoying ourselves. You want to disgrace your friends? Those are the phrases they can use. My man, you gotta be a man, man. And what I told them, no, I cannot drink. And I won't. If you guys don't need me here, it's fine. I can just take my exit and go. Well, they all look at it and say, no, we don't want to force this man. And you know what I told them? I said, if anybody force me right now, my phone is on recording. I definitely going to report you guys. I was actually kidding. I was actually kidding because I knew I'm not going to do it and I was never going to take the alcohol, but I was scaring them away at the same time. So they have to stop because why? Our professors were all there. So nobody want to do anything that will affect them. Right. So you need to be a man. Your no, it should be your no. True screen of a man is saying no. This is not good for me. I want you to understand it. Or true screen of a man is saying no. I can't drink. It's not good for my health. So I won't. Right? Remember, Samuel was listening to negative influence because people were calling him names, so he felt like he's all alone now. So the only thing that could give him peace of mind, let him just taste it. Let him just go and taste it. And now one taste that led to 3 other bottles that he drank that got him so intoxicated is where today he living with an everlasting regret. I don't want us to be of victims like Samuel or like anybody else. I want from this group, I want to see us in the next future to come, or a few years to come. I want to see a president from here. I want to see a representative. I want to see an engineer. I want to see a doctor. I want to see a counselor. I want to see a pastor. I don't want to see somebody and then you become a victim and I begin to harm myself because I don't want to be seen and you coming in public, right? Let us stay away from alcohol and we shouldn't follow peer pressure. We shouldn't. I never say in Jesus' name, but anyway, in Jesus' name. And in case you are Muslim, Christian, Buddhism, whatever region you find yourself in, the way in which you tell your God, amen, you can say it like that, right? I respect all region. So I list a few, I did some statistic and I want to share with you, right? From a global impact of alcohol from WHO, right? From 2024 to 2025 report. And this report is specifically for Africa, not for the Western world, for Africa, right? It says that about 52.2 alcohol-related deaths per 100,000 people in Africa, right? According to World Health Organization, alcohol causes about 2.6 million deaths every year worldwide. Now we'll come back to the 52.2 every year worldwide. And young adults between 20 to 39 years make up 13% of those deaths. Now, this is the part. In Africa, more than 1 in 10 adolescents, which is the teenagers, are using alcohol. Now, this statistic is basically for Africa. Now, what does this mean? It means that alcohol is killing people across Africa. Every year, imagine in a town of 100,000 people, on a percentage, right? About 52.2, sorry, I didn't add a 2 there. People die because of alcohol-related problem. You see? Because of alcohol-related problem. According to the war, millions of young people lost their lives because of alcohol, and many of them are young adults between the age of 20 to 39 years. Between the age of 20 to 29 years. Am I clear? Are you guys getting me? If you are hearing me, just because I don't want to just be speaking, maybe you guys are not getting me. If you are getting me, you can just, give a thumbs up. And if you are following, just give a thumbs up. Let me know that you are following. Okay. So yes, I know that you are following. Okay. So what is even worrying is that many teenagers in Africa are already drinking alcohol at a very young age. This shows that alcohol is becoming more serious and dangerous to youth and the future of our communities. Can you imagine? These days, you will go in a club, you see 14 years, 15 years, drinking, clubbing. Even in our neighborhood, you see all of those. Those things are happening. The children are drinking. And this is alarming and very scary and very disturbing, because nobody that will educate them on the impact of alcohol, excessive drinking. They don't know that alcohol slows down their brain function for those kids. And we don't have people educating children on these things. People are doing it, but I feel like, we need more people. We need more people to educate people on these things, right? Remember, Samuel's story reflects on this statistic. There are a lot of people like Samuel who are victims in the world today. Some of them have died from it. Some of them, are living with an everlasting mark. Some of them, not just their legs, some of them their eyes, some of them their arms. This is scary. So I do believe that we should focus on these things, on our kids, on our brothers, our sisters, educate them. Some of them don't know the impact of it. And thank God that you guys are here today. So I believe that after today's session, we will all become an advocate against excessive alcohol drinking. With that being said, I list a few things in a way of which you can avoid excessive alcohol drinking, because after talking all of this, other people will think that, why? Other people will say, he finished saying everything. So how can one avoid this? Like, how can one avoid this whole alcohol thing? He got this, he discussing, he been very serious about it. Now, I list the 4 cardinal things or steps you need to follow. 1, choose positive friends. Your friends you choose are very important. Stay around people who encourage you, to discipline and growth. You can be in an environment or in a friend zone or a circle that is not encouraging you for growth, for you to be disciplined. But the only thing they can encourage you on is that my girl or my boy or Babi, let go to the candy shop, or let me buy you or wine, let me buy you something that will get you so intoxicated, that you will feel yourself. Mind you, one drink can turn to two, two can turn to three, three can turn to four. I'm not saying that you cannot drink, but mind you, I'm referring to the excessive alcohol abuse that we are seeing around the world today. That's why from the beginning, I started with from a medical perspective, and you hear what the medical people say, the effect it have when you take it excessively. Choose positive friends. 2, build relationship with God. This is my part. Build a relationship with Allah, with God, whatever region you find yourself in. Buddhism, Islamic, wherever you find yourself, build your relationship with Christ. Somebody, can you please mute yourself, whoever that is unmuted? Build your relationship with Christ. You got me? Because Christ gave you faith. He gave you direction. He gave you peace. He gave you wisdom, and he gave you strength. Because sometimes when you are in a situation where you feel like you can't fight this anymore, you are tired. So let me just turn to the bottle. Let me just turn to this. There where that mistake is coming, because as soon as you start to taste that thing, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, before you go the next day, the following day, then you become addicted to alcohol. Stay away from it. But when you put your faith or you believe in Christ or you build your relationship with Christ, you know what happened? When these things are happening, your mind won't be bothered like that. Christ will give you direction. He said in his word, or in whatever Quran, in your Quran, or whatever region you find yourself in, right? I believe that our region or our God have a direction of way in which to save his children, right? So, go to whatever region you find yourself, religion you find yourself in. They have guidelines how you can get out of this trouble. How can you get out of this trouble when you are in a situation that you feel that there is no hope, right? You need that. You need to get close to that and speak about your struggle. This is one of the things that most people don't want to talk about, because they feel like, oh, if I talk about it and what it will say, people want to judge me. People want to say things about me. And, I don't want public judgment. But no, you have your parents. Talk to your parents. Your parents won't judge you. You have mentors. Even if you don't have a mentor, try and get one. For me, I'm in Liberia, right? But I have my mentor. I have 3 mentors, right? So most often, when I'm in a situation like that, I call one, or if I cannot find a direction, I try to speak to some of them. They will guide me through. They will be able to navigate me through that problem. Look, take this step or follow this step. Definitely, you will get out of it. And for sure, whenever I listen to them, I follow those steps. I mean, the problem become, I don't even feel anything again. Like, seriously. And people can be asking, oh, Mr. Toa, how do you manage? Always speak about your struggle. Sorry, I didn't bring my towel. Always speak about your struggle. Now, the 4th one is that stay productive. Stay productive. In this era we in, organizer, my fellow participant, look, you need to be innovative in anything you do and productive, right? You have to stay productive. When you are productive, I mean, when one thing make you sad, you already finding something to to ease that pain away. You get yourself involved into something that you won't even think about it. Engage in sport. Maybe you are a football lover, right? You are a football lover. Try to engage your friends then. Maybe you love football, go and do your football thing. Don't think about that problem. Let the problem worry about itself. If you know you can handle it, don't overdo. Leave it be and go do your thing. Go play your football. Go play your game. In that process of you playing, you interacting with your friends. Some of them they are very positive and productive. Wait, they'll find solution to your problem. And also, you know, get involved into our leadership programs. Like this, something like this, you see, like or similar like this, right? You are here today. We are all sharing ideas. We are all educating one another. Let's just say maybe I'm struggling with a problem like this, right? And I haven't already found a solution. And one of my friends just invited me for this program. I come. I have already found my solution to it, right? I already know the effect that this thing have on my life. So definitely I'm going to stay away from it. So you need to stay in the circle that encourage you with discipline and growth. Stay productive. Some of you guys like our entrepreneurship programs, join this group, take courses, connect with people. If you are somebody who love reading, whenever you are down like that, just take a book, read. Maybe somewhere in that book you read it. Look, I always tell people, your solution can be found anywhere. Your solution can be found anywhere. We don't have to go to the mountain. We don't have to go to the mosque first. We don't have to go to wherever we pray. We don't have to go to the church. Sometimes Allah or God or whatever region you find yourself in, right, can answer your prayer through those things that you find yourself with. Maybe you are reading. There's a land there that are going to, trickle you. Like, but I think there's a similar problem I'm facing. You know what? I'm going to go deep down into it. And as you go deep into it, you're going to find a solution to your problem right there. So always do what you love, but not with the alcohol, because it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. If you have skills, in your community, get involved into these things. Like, they were reading my profile, right? I'm the funder for the ICEL School of Investment and Professionalism. So what we do, we have a program that we also offer free courses for our community dwellers. They come, learn skills, interact with people, get involved into these things. It will help you. Now, I want us to know something. I'm not going to take too long on this because it's already explained itself. I want us to know something. Remember from the beginning is that the community dweller negative words had effect. It disturbed Samuel. Samuel went to the battle, and what happened to him? So our word, the things we say, we should be mindful of those things we say to people who are already into it. There's a way in which you can talk to them, and little by little they will desist from those behavior. So I also want you to understand that the primary factor involved the fatal car accident and permanent injuries. These things have everlasting injuries on us. Community violence and social tension and legal consequences that lead or stay with us forever, right? Here are listed few proactive strategies that you can put in place, and definitely when you follow this strategy, you're definitely going to, head somewhere. I discussed them previously, which is engaging community group study. When you are in a group, in a community, you can get involved into these things. And also surround yourself with positive friends. I'll talk about it. Respect, let your friends respect your decision, your choices. Do not allow them to overstep their boundaries, right? Set a clear personal goal. Like I told you with my friends, right? I set a clear goal. I told them, look, I can do this and I won't do it. If you cannot respect my view, then I will take my exit. And what did they? They have to step back and allow me to do my thing. So here I set a few, 3 pillars of protection that we can follow. One is community open communication and a reliable support from our caregiver. Your caregiver could be your parents, maybe your trusted friend, your trusted brother, your trusted sister, your trusted cousin. Open up to them. And two here is a community engagement, a sense of belonging at school, in church, everywhere we find ourselves in, we should always get engaged into programs that will keep us active, positive, making change. And lastly, self-efficiency, the confidence to make independent choice regardless of external pressure. Sometimes we rely on people to make our decisions, and this is very wrong. We rely on others to make decisions for us. I'm here to tell you today, have confidence in yourself. Make your decisions. I don't care how difficult or hard it is. Make the decision, set the boundaries. Because tomorrow, if something happened to you, you alone going to take that responsibility. Remember Samuel? Nobody in Samuel bearing that pain. Now, Samuel, when he working with one leg, nobody can bring another leg for them to help him with it. Samuel take the responsibility alone. Now, this is my final message to we the youth today, is that my fellow young people, you are too valuable to waste your precious future on alcohol. No. Inside this, our conference room right now, right? There are future leaders, doctors, engineers, business owners, innovators, and nation builders. Do not allow your just temporary pleasure to destroy or permanent greatness that you have. That permanent greatness you have could be, you want to be a president, you want to be a vice president, you want to be an engineer, doctors. So do not allow alcohol to destroy it. Protect your future, protect your purpose, and protect your life. Before I close, as I conclude today, I want you to know that everyone here to remember this. Alcohol may offer temporary escape, but it often leaves permanent damage. The choice you make today will shape the life you live tomorrow. Remember some of the choice he made years back is why today he's living. A strong youth is not the one who follow the crowd. Because many of us today, when we see our friends, then where all our friends are going is where we want to be. We don't want to make our own choice. Remember, I tell you, right, that you should be self-efficiency, be confident, make your own decision. Don't allow somebody to make decision for you. Don't follow the crowd. Do not follow the crowd. But be the one who has the courage to make wise decision. Thank you all for listening today. I'm really, 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 really grateful. May God or Allah, whatever region you find yourself in, bless every young person here towards a brighter and a purpose future. Thank you. And as I close, may God richly bless you all, to our organizer and to the team at Aha Vision. I truly appreciate for the platform given. Now I'm open for any question and answer or comments you have. I'll be waiting to answer your question. Thank you.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. Am I being heard? Please, if you hear me, please raise your hand. You hear me? Please raise your hand. Let me know if I'm heard. Are you guys hearing me? Okay. So please put your hands together for our speaker, Mr. Jerry Tool. That was brilliant. Thank you so much. And I see Matthew P. Gay on the call. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's give it up for him again by emoji or by, you can open up your mic and clap for him again. It's so nice. Jerry, you made me, you made the day. Thank you so much. All right, so we'll move on to the questions, and I permit me to ask you some questions, and it's open. You can start answering it now, and then other can contribute to it. So the questions are as follow. Okay, this maybe a little bit. This is what it was very, 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 very inspiring. Yes, this alcohol issue in Liberia, people have been fooled, people have been introduced to it wrongly, and then the endpoint of it have been bad for some people. So my question to you, which is driven, you just broke down the impact, and then I don't want to know very quick, what is one lie that alcohol tells youth that keeps them trapped? Like, what is the lie that alcohol tells you that keep them trapped, that they always like close to it?
So one lie that alcohol tells you, right, is that, just drink this thing, man. It won't do anything to you, and I mean, it'll make you feel better, and you will forget your pains, you will forget the sorrow, it will make you feel good. And you know, those words alone, everybody want to feel good. Everybody wants something that make them feel fine. And trust me, is that just that one lie that nothing will happen, man. Just this thing, yeah. Everybody doing it. It will even get reference to somebody close to you who is taking it, but that person too doesn't understand the effect that alcohol, excessive drinking have on their life. So it will just be reference that, okay, let me go and try it. And as soon as you try that one bottle, it will turn to two turn to three. So yeah, that's one of the lie that alcohol always telling people.
So if anyone else want to speak to that before I go to my second question, this question is action driven, and I really want to. It's action driven. I really want to. Sorry for the lighting. Yeah. So, and I really want to make this question a very, very interactive one, and it is the 1 minute. This question is very, very driven. I want to okay, give me some time. Okay, so speaking of the lie, I want to know, when it comes to this alcohol thing, based on what you taught us, your presentation, the splendid presentation, let me make it like this, was so easy to understand. What's the first step a young person should take tonight if they realize that alcohol is controlling them? This question, I really personally myself, and I, wanted to get it before I miss it. So I'll go again. What you taught us tonight. What's the first question, or the first step, sorry, as a young person? Okay, let me just move the young person that me as a youth should take tonight if they realize that alcohol is controlling them or is controlling me personally.
Okay, thank you. I actually love that question because that question alone, even answering it, would be able to help, a lot of people out there, because there are so many people, who are facing the same problem. But not all of them will come out to ask such a question. So you see, like I stated in my presentation, try and speak out, open up to somebody, find or consider somebody you trust, right? Find or consider. These things are important, but we overlook them. Consider those people are people with experience. They understand how, to talk to you. And if you are around yourself or you surround yourself with those people or you find or consider that will be able to console you, that will be able to talk you out of this. Remember, it's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen just like that. That miracle won't just happen. It's a continuous process. Little by little, you continue going to them and, listening to your counselor and follow their steps, the instruction or the guideline they will give you. Listening to it. Mind you, because even if they tell you, say, don't do this, they can waste all that time talking to you. If you don't listen or you don't follow the steps or the guideline they give you, it's just going to be waste. It's just going to be a waste.
Okay. So if I have if I have anyone want to, like Matthew, thank you so much because you are a lifesaver right now. I'm just praying that you are active, whether you are a lifesaver. But I just want this question. I just want to be very, very action driven. Our guest just spoke about his own side and the step that he just spoke about via the story that he linked to his presentation. So, what do I say to you or to anyone here who will speak to that? Like the step should I take if I realize it's controlling me? Like it's controlling me. Remember, on every item or every bottle, or or wherever it is being packaged, the company must have placed there 18 plus, right? Then they must have placed there the percentage. Now, this person, jokingly, let me say this: people can finish drinking before they start reading. I think you notice this thing. They drink it before they start reading the bottle. So, what step should this young person take tonight if they notice that or they realize it's controlling them? So, anyone want to speak to before we move to the last question and we take the next? Matthew, do you want to say something?
Yeah. Thank you, Jerry, for your presentation. Uh, it is great that we are able to gain first-hand knowledge on what you have taught us tonight. So again, if you have your question, you can please drop it into the chat room. If you are watching on Facebook, you can please drop your question into the comment section. We will have our speaker to answer your question. So because of time, we have another speaker. So because of time, we will just take one more question for Jerry, and then we can move on to the next speaker. For me, I have question, but then we have to give our participant the platform to ask question. We want them to be part of whatever we are doing here. We want you guys to speak up. So if you have your question, don't just drop it into the chat. If you are here on Zoom, please just raise up your hands or you can unmute your mic and then you have the opportunity to ask your question. We will greatly appreciate hearing from you people because this is why this event is all about. So we are learning from one another. So if you have any question, please unmute your mic and then you can go ahead. We want just one question because of time and then we can move to our next speaker. So do we have any? So Jerry, I will just cross-check quickly on Facebook and see if we have any, and also I will check on YouTube if we have anyone have a question. Let me quickly do that.
So, Matthew,
Yeah.
permit me. I think I'm seeing somebody here ask a question, say, how can an addicted person lead? I think if I'm getting it right, I think they mean how can someone who is addicted to alcohol stop drinking?
Yeah, I also have one other question from a lady, Marima. She's asking what are some of the major factors that leads young people to engage in alcohol abuse? So what are some
Oh,
factors that lead young people? Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
you can just put
quickly
everything
address
together.
that? Yeah, can you quickly address those two questions so we can move to our next speaker because of time?
okay, sure. So some of those factors are peer pressure, right? One is peer pressure. I listed them in my presentation. These things, we the youth today, we want to find ourselves in the circle, of our friends to be seen, you know. And another thing is that emotional pain. Sometimes, people overlook those things, but these things also are factors that lead to or one person going to the bottle, turning to the bottle, somebody who haven't even drank before to turn to it, right? I have seen that on numerous occasions, emotional pain, right? Like the story of Samuel too, right? And another thing is depression. Depression is one of the things that is killing people slowly. These things are all factors that lead to one to start drinking or you to start getting involved into alcoholic abuse. And then the next question, I hope the three that I listed were okay for you because I'm just making it sure because of time. I'm already even into the other person time. So the next question was, how can an addicted person, stop drinking? So I think it's also related to the first question that was asked by the fellow. That was I stated that you need to find a counselor or maybe a therapist. You know, go there, open up to them. You should be willing to change. You should have the willing mind that, look, I want to leave this. Because those people can do all of the talking, they can show you all the strategy, and they can show you all the tactics. If you yourself do not make the decision or that trust say, look, I'm going to stop, you won't. Look, you can make the decision that you want to stop and you're ready willing to stop, right? But you need somebody to guide you. You need somebody to show you the steps. Or maybe somebody tell you, say, okay, you know what? Since you're willing to change, okay, let's just say this person enter in the gathering. So, okay, the person is here now. Maybe they take you for a rehab. Let's just say for the rehab center, they take you for a rehab. Look, okay, 6 months, the person is not going to the battle and things they're going to be showing. We're going to be teaching you how to, the steps you need to follow. You need to listen to all of them, find those kinds of people, open up to them, let them be able to tell you, what to do, that you will be able to leave those things. It will take time, but trust me, little by little, you will definitely get out of it because it wasn't one day you became addicted to alcohol. So it cannot be the same one day that you leave. The same way it took time for you to get involved, it's the same way it's going to take time for you to leave. So I hope your question has been answered.
Okay, so formally, I want to say a big thank you to everyone here, the major organizers, an organization, the AHA Vision ICEL, for giving me the opportunity to lead the first section. So formally, I want to shift the position to our brother, our friend, our teammate, Matthew P. as we move to the next session. Again, I want to say thank you. It is an honor.
Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much for spearheading the first session. It was great to have you here. We really do appreciate. We really do appreciate. Thank you so kindly. So, because of time, we will actually allocate some minutes to our second speaker. Because of time, we already pressed against time. So we will now turn to Miss Limo Smith that will be speaking on drugs abuse. So without much ado, Limo B. Smith, you are welcome to take over from here as we commence the second section of today's YTY. So Limo, you are welcome, please.
Thank you, Matthew. You have to stop sharing.
Yes, sorry, Lemo, for the inconvenience. Matthew, can you please, I want to stop sharing. I think I'm still sharing. Maybe you can just stop it again.
Yeah, you can stop it. You can stop it. Because we need to put hers on the stream.
Yeah, you left already, but you have to. My please grant my request as soon as ready to share. Are you sharing from your end? Good evening, everyone. I am Limon. I'm representing a Health Vision. So today I will be speaking on a very important topic affecting our society, our communities, and the world at large. And I'm very grateful for this opportunity to speak here today. As I give a mini update, we're trying to share the screen.
Limo, you say you summed it already because I'm not seeing it.
Share it was the way. Yeah, share it.
Limo, I suggest that you just start up, and then what we're working behind the scene to get it on the stream. We're having a little technical problem, so you can just start up while we're trying to get it settled. Just start, please.
Yeah, but I don't know how many like, because I really have to be looking at it.
You send the slides to Jerry or the boss? Which one?
Yeah, he got it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let me welcome everyone joining us this evening on Zoom. We thank everybody for being here today. We appreciate every one of you as we go through our stuff today. Yeah.
So as we are honestly sorry for the delay. We are still facing a little bit of technical problem at the back. So we trying possible measures to get the work on the stream. So Jerry, we hope you can help us bring it on the stream, please, because of time. So tonight Limo gonna be talking on drugs abuse. And again, we want to say thank you for joining us. Drugs abuse is one of the most pressing challenges affecting young people, affecting families, communities around the world. So there are a lot of people that see it as, a personal choice, you know, and then you get others seeing it as just, health issues or something that is being influenced by social means. There are other factors about this whole thing called drugs abuse. So while we are with our speaker that will dive deep into this to broaden our understanding on this topic. So when you hear the term drugs abuse, um, it's just like what comes to mind. It is about addiction. It is about peer pressure. It is about broken families. Is it about, mental health struggles? Is it about crimes, or perhaps something you have witnessed in your community? So you get to see that many young people, they start to experiment, they start experimenting with drugs out of curiosity, out of stress. People start to, they want to try it. So this session going to give us a broader understanding on what we're going to be discussing tonight. So we will soon be on the stream for Lemon to deliberate on drugs abuse. So here we are. Want to say thanks to our team, our background team, for the swift process. Thank you so kindly. So there are a lot going to be talked about, and we're going to have a very, very fruitful discussion. You know, we want to know, why do you think drugs abuse is becoming increasingly common among young people? You know, what are those warning signs should families and friends look out for? How can schools, churches, youth organizations, and communities play a role in preventing this abuse? So there are a lot of things that we're gonna learn from our speaker tonight. So without much ado, Limo, if you are available, please, you can take over from here. Can you please put the work back on the screen, please? Thank you. So Limo, you can proceed, ma'am.
Okay, so today I will be speaking on a very important topic that is affecting our society, our community, and the world at large. So, it's a growing threat to our society, and we all know drugs. Yeah, we all know drugs. So before I begin, I want everyone listening to me to look around today. Look at our young generation and then see our future doctors, lawyers, sociologists, entrepreneurs, accountants, engineers, and leaders of tomorrow. Then ask yourself, how many dreams have been destroyed because of drugs abuse? I want you to look around today and see how many dreams, see how many young people are out there in the streets, see how many young people are in these very ghettos, graveyard. They don't even care about their life anymore. Look around you today. The introduction by Enjoy. Okay, so we looking at the introduction. Drugs abuse is one of the biggest social and health challenges affecting young people today. It affects families, schools, communities, and entire nations. Young people are especially vulnerable because of peer pressure, curiosity, emotional stress, and social influence. So, like, many people become victims because of the people they surround themselves with and the pain they experience or the wrong decision they made at a very difficult moment in life. Yeah. So drugs is not just a personal problem, no. It affects communities, schools, homes, friendships, and the nation as whole. The next. What is drugs abuse? Drugs abuse is the harmful or excessive use of substances for non-medical purposes. And commonly abused substances include we got marijuana, we got cocaine, tramadol, heroin. And what became has experimentation can eventually lead to addiction. Yeah, like you want to try something new. Let me just experience this. I want to, and I want taste, I want feel how other people feel when they take in drugs. Let me just try something. Yeah, so you will start with cigar today. From cigar, you go to marijuana. From marijuana, tramadol like that, you become addicted to drugs. Next. Next. We look at the important global facts, very important global facts. So according to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, we have over 360 million people globally use drugs in recent years. Imagine just recent year we got 360 million people. And drugs use among youth rather continue to rise worldwide. Cannabis remains the most commonly used illegal drugs. And we got millions of people suffer from drugs-related disorders but never receive treatment. They are not on treatment. Yeah, but they want to satisfy their craving. You know, when you are craving for something, they got certain food that people crave for, like in the morning, maybe you have to eat um coconut oats or cream wheat before going to work, before going to your business area or anywhere. So it's something craving. Yes, it's something craving. They don't care about treatment, but they only want to satisfy that desire. Next, the next slide. I just forgot the important. Okay, so we got the main causes of drugs. Number one, we got peer pressure. No, you have to go back. Jerry, you have to go by the way you stop. The main causes. Okay, so we got the main causes of drugs abuse. We have peer pressure, desire to fit in with friends. You know, especially Liberia, right? You will have a certain friend cycle. They all into bad habits. Yeah. And then you are the good one among them. So you notice that when they are going out, you will be excluded from them. Yeah. They be like, oh, you're not in things, you're not in habits. Yeah. So you will not get involved with them. When they're going out, they're traveling, they don't want you to be part because you're not into what they are doing. And we have curiosity, wanting to experiment. Yeah, you're so curious, like, let me just try this. I just want to know how I will feel. I won't get, according to them, they get inspiration when they smoke, yeah, whatever. So we have stress and depression, emotional pain and disappointment. You're feeling depressed, you are stressful, emotional, you are disappointed by people, and you are like betrayed. So you just want to take your mind off it. You decide to go to the graveyard to smoke or the ghetto. It causes that too as well. And we have broken family support, lack of guidance and supervision. Maybe growing up, you had your parents doing everything for you, and you have your parents guiding you. You honor that parental care. They are talking to you when you going the wrong way. They will tell you, no, you don't have to go that way. It's not good. So you notice that people who been there for you, things are not fun. They are not helping you financially. And then lack of guidance. Many people in the graveyard today smoking, they will tell you, I don't have parents. Since my parents died, things are not the way it used to be. Yeah, no one to guide them. So they are just off going astray. They are doing anything in like all of the way. And we have the media influence, movies and music sometimes glorify drugs. I see a lot of people giving their kids from like 15, 16. It's not bad for your kid to have phone. But if you giving your kid a phone to use, do not allow, it should be restricted, right? Do not allow them to use the internet. The internet is so bad. We see a whole lot going on the internet. Yeah, people get influenced by what they see on the internet. Our celebrities in Liberia, when they shooting their music or their movie, they will be smoking cigar. They got we even American celebrities, yeah, they have boom. So when our kids see what is happening on social media, they want to try it as well. So the media influence is actually bad. You can give your kid phone, yeah, but it should be restricted, like only during assignments on it. Yeah. Next. Okay, we got the physical impact of drugs abuse. Drugs abuse damages the body and health. You notice your brain damage, heart disease, liver and kidney damage, weak immune system, sleep disorders, weight loss, and poor appearance rather increase risk of overdose and death. So these are the physical effects of drugs abuse. The mental and emotional effects. Drugs abuse also affects the brain and emotion. Anxiety, depression, mood swings, poor judgment, memory loss, mental instability, suicidal thoughts in several cases. Next. And the academic effect on students. Students affected by drugs often experience poor concentration in class. You in class, your whole mind, you only praying, you want to leave class or go smoke. Teacher teaching you not concentrating because your mind not even there. Some of them will even smoke before going to school. Yeah, your teacher teaching you sleeping, you're not even focused. You notice that they fail in their subjects and lack of discipline, and they will be absent from school. Many of them are school dropouts, and they reduce motivation to succeed. Is next. The social and economic effects. Drug abuse affects relationships and finances. A got people, their family will have conflicts, but in certain family, the family don't want you to be involved. So they will be talking to you, you have to leave this, it's not good. And the problem when you're into drugs, it seems so good. Anything you do is okay for you, it's right. So you notice family conflicts, broken friendships. If I have my friend here, you into drugs, and I don't want you to be into it, I try advising you, don't want to listen, I'll walk away from you. Violence and crime. We see a lot of young people at times when they fighting, they will take knife. Yeah, they will take knife. They could take knife for their friends. They will take knife. They love violence and crime because they be like, I don't care. I can do whatever I want to do. I don't care. And then you see the gang involvement. Small children in Liberia, like 14, 15 years, they into gang involvement. They will be out there like 9 o'clock, 10, 11 in Liberia. They're moving around on back, hunting for who phones to jack bag. So you notice gang involvement in Liberia is one of the major problems we face in Liberia. And job loss. You at your job, you're not focused. You can go to the people's job, you all in yourself, like you even know what you're doing. So you will lose your job. And poverty and financial instability. Yes, it leads you to poverty. You have to spend a lot of money. You're into drugs. You're not selling, you're not working. At the end of the day, you start stealing. The next. And the criminal effect of drugs abuse, many crimes are connected to drugs. Thief, armed robbery, violence, illegal trafficking, domestic abuse, and the youth gang activities. Drugs abuse weaken peace and security in society. So we had, I'm not to say Liberia had high crime rates, because every day we open social media, you either see somebody kill somebody, criminal kill somebody, um, for their own property. So we had very high crimes in Liberia. Yeah. Like certain part of Liberia, red like you don't move red like normally. When you go rally, you got your bag bag on. You have to put your bag bag at the front. Your bag bag was in the front bag. You can get your bag bag, and when you reach home, everything will be gone. Yeah, so my sister, she was victim, but I think it was 2 weeks ago. She had her bag. She went really, she had her baby. So she held her baby and had her bag. When she went home, her phone got missing. She didn't see her phone again. Yeah. So usually when I'm in Raleigh, I don't move really like Algorithm Bluff, no. When I got my bag, I put it to the front. My handbag, I would take my hand, put it in between, put it on my arm. And I don't even walk really like the way you can walk on maybe your community. No, you everybody can be in Russian really. When you get at rally, you have to be in rush. You can go rally, you be walking like no, you have to be in rush. So the armed robbery is so and so much in Liberia. Yeah, I experienced a lot when I used to live so clinic. I'm also clinic the first day yeah, heavy sign. I didn't know that going some. So in the morning, I asked my landlord, I said, what son? She said, Lemon are gone. Oh. Almost every nurse, soul clinic, one of the notorious community, soul clinic. When it like after 7 or 8 o'clock, you tell me about boy going soul clinic Gaza. You even tell me you giving it 1,000 or they say no going outside. Oh, very bad community. Every nurse armed robber will be to soul clinic. And the violence, they are into violence. Yeah. And in liquor trafficking, we saw a lady, I think so far, I think a few months ago, she took somebody baby from Oro. She was carrying the child to, I think Guinea to sell. Yeah, but they caught her. They caught her in the, I don't know what they did to her. So the illegal trafficking is so much and so much in our country. People are selling people babies. Even people now are selling their own babies. Go right like you will see or lady telling you I get baby yeah for how much out of $15. Right like people selling babies. Yeah. So domestic abuse. The guy already now take his stuff, he feeling so high, he can do anything. Yeah. I can be in a relationship with a guy who smoke. No. That guy can even kill you. Because anything that people do is right to them. Anything they do is right. They will be doing the wrong thing a low good to them. So domestic abuse is also into drugs stuff. So the young gang activities, like I said, you will see or 14, 19 years old, they will ask for somebody bag. You get me your bag, man. And the bar owner know what the children going to do with his bag, but he will be pretending, yeah. So that person go on the street in the night. They know where the young girls can go, and they know where they already know all the small point, all the small areas in Liberia. So you notice that they will take the bag, and you always see them full on bag. Yeah, they will be full on bag with they will wear um jacket, they cool jacket, and under that jacket they got cutlasses under that jacket. Yeah, they got cutlasses. So so what the area to Port Road, you see a lot of bad guys there. In the night in Liberia, you don't just go out if you don't have car in Liberia. It's very I tell anybody, if you don't have car in Liberia, don't move. Our country Liberia is actually bad every day. Yeah. There's some other bad guys now be waiting for you to the club bar entertainment area. You thinking that you see with them. They already have their gang waiting ahead. Yeah. They will be there, that go be says, oh, Bobby, that go will take, why you go around will take you there. They already got somebody. The moment you reach there, you're left, your property, what you will do? You didn't do anything. Just hand it over to them. Yeah, so that is how we are in Liberia. We living in fear. We working in fear every day in our country because of drugs abuse. Yeah. The disadvantaged youth in Liberia, there are so many, especially relic. One community I know, I just like relic. There are so many there. Yeah. So good night. And these are the warning signs of drugs abuse. The common signs include you see there are sudden behavior changes. You notice their eyes are always red or swollen and poor hygiene. When you see them, they're always in red, like they let to table. Yeah, they always poor in health, secretive lifestyle. You see, a young guy or a young lady, she got things going on. She's not working, she's not selling. But you see, she got houses, she got cars, she got everything. You know where her money coming from? Yeah, because the people say just money goes on by. So you don't know where the money coming from. They're living that secretive lifestyle. Or most a majority of people will know. Why would somebody not working out selling, but you got 4 or 5 houses around, you living at large in Liberia, our country now, and you notice aggressive attitude, it can be so rude. Small boy will tell Oma anything you want to tell the Oma because you already in yourself now. You know what you do. You know why you talking. Very aggressive. Yeah. You even inside looking for a car to come home. When they car loader tell you say can't get in the car, you tell them no, they will insult you. I've encountered it a lot of times in time. Can't get in the car, no man, I'm going to start insulting you. They're very aggressive, rude, and loss of appetite. When you're into drugs, you don't really have appetite to eat. Yeah, you don't eat like that. Mm-mm. You only want to satisfy your craving. Yeah, you don't have time to eat. No, you only want smoke every day. Yeah. So we have failing school performance. You notice that they will not be active in school. Yeah. And they'll always wait for Super Friday. Mm-hmm. All the parents know that they will go to school, but they already have clothes, they put clothes in their bag. They will not even enter class. Yeah. Next. So I'll be saying and I know a real love story about somebody very close to me, somebody who I cherish. Yeah, it's not just a makeup story, but it's something so real, a real life story. So a young man became addicted to no the next one. Okay, man. Am I view? No, I need one. Check about up. Let me read from you. Okay, so I will be sharing a real life story to everyone here about somebody close to me. Yeah, I copy. So a few years ago, somebody very close to me got involved with drugs abuse because of their friends in photo. At first, nobody expected it. He was a smart young man who had just graduated from high school and had dreams of continuing his education. But slowly, drugs changed everything completely. He began saying things that made no sense. Sometimes he referred to himself as an animal sent to earth for a purpose. Imagine a human being calling himself Zeus. I know what they call Zeus. Yeah. He used to refer to himself as Zeus, and he's not human, he's Zeus. Yeah, he started talking off head. So watching him lose control of himself was really heartbreaking. And taking him to the rehab was one of the most painful experiences for my family that year. And the police had to handcuff him to put him in the car. It was not something easy. More than 5 men couldn't put him in the car that day. The police had to get involved. Yeah. So the police had to handcuff him just to get him there safely. And seeing him treated like a criminal really broke me down emotionally. Yeah. Seeing somebody who we all know that he never been into such life and the police treating him like a normal criminal, it was something so heartbreaking for every one of us. We just sitting watching it, we couldn't do anything. Yeah. So and by the help of God and the help of the rehab at support road, JFK got a rehab support road where we took him on support road, things slowly changed. They made sure he took his medication, he ate properly, he stayed clean, and received counseling and support. After months of treatment and recovery, he got better. Yeah. And today I'm happy to say he's back home and currently a freshman student at the university. So we are all happy. The next one. The next, Matthew. Yeah, and like I said earlier, and that experience, it taught me something important. If drugs abuse has never affected someone close to you, you may never understand the pain it causes until you experience it yourself. Yeah. We got a lot of people out there, they always saying like the disadvantage using Liberia, people who are on drugs, they they have no sense, they have no future, they always get insulted, like they see them to be somebody who is not better in the society. But if you don't have your close relative, family member, or anybody, you will not know. I feel it just recently. Yeah. So if you don't have anyone on the street out there, you will not know. Imagine parents and children will leave their parent houses. Some of them, their parent got everything. They will leave their comfortable home and go in the streets, sleeping in the graveyard. And they're living their normal life in the graveyard. They're born babies. They cook in the graveyard. They just live their, it's normal. Yeah. Why would a whole human being sleep in the graveyard? You think it's something normal? A whole human being sleeping in the graveyard? So how to prevent drugs abuse? You have to educate young people early, encourage open communication at home, and you have to choose positive friendships, participate in sports and skill building activities, seek counseling when facing stress, and you have to avoid places influence connected to drugs. Amazing. And how to prevent you finish on okay. The role of young people must say no to drugs, encourage friends to make good choices, speak out against drugs abuse, become role models in society, focus on education and purpose. Next. So the role of parents and teachers, the role of every parents and teachers, adults have a major responsibility. Pay attention to behavior changes. Create safe Create safe spaces for discussion, support and guide young people, avoid condemnation, and encourage recovery. You have to teach moral values and disciplines. Next. Recovery is possible. Yes, it's possible. Drug addiction is serious, but recovery is possible through counseling, rehabilitation, family support. Is one of the main things family support. Yeah. When our sisters and brother are in that stage, family, you don't have to turn your back on them. They need family more than any other thing. Spiritual guidance. So when my close person were in that stage that time, even though we took him to the rehab, but we still had people praying along. We fasted, we prayed. We didn't just allow the hospital to, even though the hospital played their part, yeah. I recommend the rehab at Tupo Road is actually good. Within 1 or 2 months, your patient, okay, you see them, they will be fat, everything they eat on time. So we're there praying, we're ready praying. And determination and self-discipline, no life is beyond change. Before I conclude on this, I want to share my personal experience too with drugs before I get to the conclusion part. So let's just say on the screen why I explain my own experience I had to. Okay, so I also want to be honest and share my own experience with everybody here today. So at one point in my life, I became addicted to shisha. I think we all know shisha. They put it in the morning with that is harmful. It will be eating you up. You know, it eating you up. Yeah. I was on it for like almost 5 years. Yeah. So I started smoking it often until it became something I wanted every day. And it was expensive, but addiction made me keep spending money on flavor, coal, and everything. Imagine you go to the supermarket, you buy the flavor for $1, $2. When you want a B pack, I will pay $20, 25. You buy shisha coal for like they got a box, they got some for 100, there's 100 pieces, 200, depending on what you want. You buy shisha coal for $15, $20. Yeah, so that how I've been spending money. The worst part was that I became a bad influence to others. I even encouraged one of my friends to try it when she normally had no interest in smoking. So whenever we goes on a social gathering, we have one friend, she never used to like smoking. Yeah. After school AMU days, we go out. She said, "Lima, like it. I told my head, it. Are you showing it to her? She never used to like it. Yeah, I started being bad to people around me. So even though shisha made me sick, I kept going back to it. Whenever I smoked shisha, my whole head, I know like it would be paining me, my hair would be pounding, it'd be like it won't burst or open. Yeah, and then I experienced fresh cold. So anytime I smoke in it, I will have tissue, so my nose will be leaking. Anytime I smoke it, I will experience fresh cold, but I still when I'm smoking I see the infant, I'll be like, I will not smoke it again, but I will go backwards. I was always craving for it. Yeah, I was so addicted to it that when I go on social gathering, thank you, sir, I brought it to my house, they been to my house. I will just call my friend, here come. And when they come in, the first question they will ask me, Limo, you got shisha flavor and cool? Because they don't want to buy it with their own money. They know it's too expensive. So I put myself in that expensive for them. I won't satisfy them. Yeah, friend enough. The first question they'll ask, we come to your house, Limo, yeah, you got shisha, you got the flavor, you got cool. So I say, yeah, can when you finish, I will get another one. And all the expensive was on me. They can't smoke. I have to buy it when you finish. And when I smoke shisha, I don't get time to eat food. Mm-mm. And I'm not a alcoholic, so I don't drink alcohol. So when I used to smoke shisha, I mean say used to because it's all in the past, right? When I used to smoke shisha, I will not think on food. I will just continue smoking it. So sometimes after smoking, my hair will pound painfully for days. I will feel extremely sick and promise myself never to smoke again. But because of addiction, I will still return to it. So one night after smoking heavily, I became seriously ill. I could not even sleep comfortable on my own bed. I have to get on the floor to sleep, praying to God to survive the night and wake up healthy the next morning. And that moment changed me completely. I promised myself I would stop smoking completely, and by the grace of God, I did. It was not an easy decision to make. Addiction is bad, but I came through. So drug addiction make wrong things feel normal. It can make people spend all their money trying to satisfy temporary craving. So now I'm not craving shisha anymore. I only crave palm water, Guinness malt, soft drink here, while slowly destroying themselves physically, emotionally, mentally, financially. This is why we need to take drugs abuse seriously in our country. We need more awareness in both urban and rural communities. We need stronger rehab programs, counseling services, skills training, and support system for recovery. The government should not only focus on arresting users, but should also hold suppliers accountable according to the laws of Liberia. Everyone should be treated equally under the law, regardless of status or conditions. And we also need more rehab centers that provide education, vocational training, lab skills such as cosmetology, soap making, catering, tie and dye, baking, and other productive opportunities that can help recover addicts rebuild their lives. Drugs is not a battle one person can fight, no. Families, schools, community, churches, organizations, and the governments all have a role to play. So I want to leave everyone with this question. If we continue losing our young people to drugs, who will become the future leaders of Liberia? Let us stop judging and start helping. Let us stop ignoring and start educating. Let us stop destroying lives and start saving them. Yeah, because every young person saved from drugs is another future rescue. So my conclusion on this, drugs abuse destroy dreams, health, and future opportunities, but through education, awareness, support, and discipline, we can protect our generation. Say no to drugs, protect their future, be the change your generation needs. Thank you all.
So, say no to drugs, protect your future, be the change your generation needs. So we want to say thank you, Limo, for your splendid presentation. And because
Yeah.
because of time, we are already really pressed against time. So we will ask that you please check into the chat the comment section here on Zoom. We have sent in the sign up sheet, the attendance. Please click the link there and sign up for attendance. And we also would love you to, if you have a question, please, we will take just 4 questions. If there are any, we'll take just 4 questions. And we have one question here from Mariama. I don't know, we kind of have more females be asking questions more than the males, so we will have to mobilize more to have more males, interacting. So if you have a question, you can please drop it into the chat. If you are watching on Facebook, please drop it into the chat. If you are watching via YouTube, you can do the same. If you are here with us on Zoom, you can do the same, or better still, raise up your hands. We give you the opportunity to ask your question. So Marima's question says, what do you believe is the biggest reason young people become involved in drugs abuse today? I read again, what do you believe is the biggest reason young people become involved in drugs abuse? So Limo, you can take the stage to address that concern or question.
Thank you. So the one fit in peer pressure on your friend during the you want to. Yeah, everybody won't be on a big girl and big boy level. Yes, peer pressure, that's all.
Okay, thank you. So if you have any question, please, you can raise up your hands and ask. We just have roughly about 5 minutes to be here to close tonight's session. So if you have your question, please ask your question, please. So we have hands up. Let me see if we can. So we'll take yeah, Thomas. Thomas, go ahead from Thomas. Okay, Thomas will beg you, please. We'll hold you. Let us take the lady. Then after you can go, and then we'll take our HOM. HOM, sorry, sir. Agent, you can come on, please. Adalan, you can ask your question, please.
Thank you, Lemon. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. So my question has to do with, like you were saying, so what if you have this person who is addicted to drugs and you have tried take the person to church, you've been to the rehab, but still the person is not changing. What else can you do?
I think is your mind made up. Yeah. Because related to my story, like I said, every time when I smoke shisha, I will feel sick. And I will promise, I will tell my friend, tell my parent, my people around me, yeah, I will not smoke again when they can't see me smoking. My self decided not to smoke because the experience I got, I needed that. So I think is you have to have your mind made up. Yeah. Because I've seen a lot of young people, their parents would take them from the streets, the graveyard, the ghetto, take them to the rehab. After treatment, they will go back there. So I think your mind needs to be made up. Yeah. And a lot of them are crying on the street. They say they're tired now. They're crying every day, they're tired. Yeah. So I
So
think
your mind has to be made up. So we will now move to, thank you, Limon, for the answer. And Agent, we hope that the answer is okay for you. We will now take Thomas. Thomas, you can go ahead with your question, please.
Thank you very much, sir. So first of all, I would like to appreciate Lemon who has done extremely well for today with the presentation. And while she was answering the lady who just asked, she actually hit my question like she tried answering it. So then I will just make a statement. Then at the end of the day, if it will lead a question, then we'll see. So nowadays, when you go on the street to our young guys who are out there who are addicted to drugs, and when you ask them, majority of them will say that they are willing to leave the street now. And also, some of them has the opportunity to leave the street, but at the end of the day, the opportunity can be wasted because sometimes when you invest the money in these cars to take them out of the street, you can be very disappointed to see them going back. So now, I think as um, an organization or as people who want to make the trust or abuse spread a very great one. I think we'll have to, because the awareness, we'll have to do broad teaching for these people. Because at the end of the day, they don't know the actual effect that trust has to their health. So we'll have to carry on the awareness, not just doing the awareness, but we have to teach them the impact of trust to their life, and not just teaching them, but also providing the necessary support to these people. Yeah, I think that's my own point of view tonight.
like thank you, Consuelo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Thomas. We really do
Yeah,
appreciate you. We really do appreciate you. So we can take our HOM if you are
Okay,
here, sir.
yeah,
okay.
yes. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, sir. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say once again, I really love the topic. Um, since Limon, and I really appreciate the fact that you went depths into it to the point where you explain your own personal experience. Everyone here have a falling point, but not everyone are willing to open up and share it. I just want to give you an applause for that. I really appreciate that. My question here now is, so what do you think right now, seeing because you expressed a lot on Liberia being a place that is not really safe because of drug abuse, like people, you said something about people in red light, probably they're selling children, babies and stuff. What do you think should be
Yeah.
our like what do you think we can do as, let's say for example, if anyone can do anything, what do you think should be done? If there's anything anyone can do, all right, it don't matter if the person is a rich person, it don't matter if the person is a poor person. It to your point of view now, you who on ground, what do you think anyone can do to revive the situation, to like help the situation, to like remove drug from in the streets of Liberia?
Okay, thank you, Pastor Naya. So the government needs to build more rehab and take all of the disadvantaged youth there, and in there they, because I know most of them are high school dropout, maybe stage free, sound free, they have to build school and or live vocational, and something that will be learning, they'll be learning something with their hand skill. Yeah, like certain part, I don't know which part of the year, the LDD, when they took everybody from a community, they carry a whole pickup. Yeah, they carry a whole pickup. They put every one of them there. So they go on the streets, on street to street, red light, Dupont Road, all of these junction, Inton, Banana Field Junction, GSA Road, you just take all of them, carry them to the rehab. We need more rehab, and we need more awareness. We need to go to the urban area, rural area, carry on more awareness. Yeah, because they everywhere. They feel that one Nima, I saw a lot of them in Nima. They plenty, they everywhere. So we just, the government needs to build more rehab, and we need to create more awareness. We go from community to communities, counties to counties. Yeah. So we just need more rehab. Let it just be there. They shouldn't come outside. They just be in the rehab and living their normal life there. I think it's good.
So we
Because when
need
they
more
come back, they will get in that life again.
So yeah, Limon, we have someone that want to ask a question, but before we go um to that individual, we want to know, since you are speaking on this critical topic, so we want to know, how can I have vision, or what I have vision can do to help in this process of fighting against drugs abuse. So we don't know, we want you to suggest to us, how can this organization be of help in the fight against drugs abuse? Do you mind sharing with us, please?
Okay, so we are involved with NGO, right? We need we need support, and we need to go to um let's say we can go Grand Chile, Grand Bassa, Nima, everywhere, and do more awareness for drugs. And I have vision can help in a way that I know, like
Anyways, don't
building a
stress.
rehab. I think
We
it's
would
just
yeah,
building
we
a
will
I think
try.
it's just building a rehab.
Okay. So
Yeah,
because of time,
it's just building rehab. I think that's all. And we have a team, we can go out there to talk to people around. Yeah, we
okay.
can go everywhere.
Sounds yeah, sounds good. So
Yeah,
because of
I
time,
can
I'm just
volunteer
trying.
that free because I've been doing it. So I've been, yeah,
Okay. So it's not trying to
I've
like,
been from street to street, ghetto to ghetto.
yeah, Limo, that's great. That's great. We are not trying to like, hit you somewhere, but we just trying to make our audience see where this organization can come from against the fight against drugs abuse. So because of time, we will take the last question. This person want to ask a question, but then we are not ready saying their name. It just have our phone. So I don't know if you are the one, you can please unmute your mic and ask your question. So this will be the last question for tonight, and then we close the section. So if you have your question, please, the person with the iPhone, yeah, there's no name there. It's just iPhone. I think the person dropped. So okay, I think the person dropped. So ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you so kindly for staying with us as we bring day 3 of the Youth Teaching Youth to a close. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our amazing speakers. Uh,
Hold on, what's a question? Yeah.
Someone posted a question there.
Yeah, and while treatment options available
I
for
think she asked
people
you already.
suffering. Okay.
Yeah, I think she asked you already. So we want to say thank you for the time. We want to say thank you to Jerry G. Tool that spoke on the impact of alcohol, and also our second session headed by Ms. Levon B. Smith. We want to say thanks to each and every one of you for sharing your knowledge, your experiences, your insights on these topics. To all of our participants, we say again, thank you for taking the time to join us, engage in such a conversation and discussions. We want to say we are grateful to have you here, and as we prepare for the full, we are encouraging every one of you watching on YouTube, Facebook, and here with us on Zoom. We encourage each and every one of us to return tomorrow for the full with the same energy, the same enthusiasm, the same. More importantly, again, we want you to invite someone to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow going to be really, really exciting. You don't want to miss tomorrow because tomorrow we're having a wonderful presenter that will be presenting, and I'm being told I will be the one presenting tomorrow. So trust me, you don't want to miss tomorrow. You have to be on time tomorrow because we're going to start on time to end on time. So please turn out tomorrow. We will be talking about the role of a leader tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be really, really engaging. It's going to be educative, so you don't want to miss. So I want to say thanks to our CEO, Mr. Douglas Bailey Sulu, and to our head of management for being on here with us today. We look forward to tomorrow. Thank you. If you haven't signed up on the attendance sheet, we ask that you please do so before you leave. Thank you guys. Good night. Bye bye for Aha Vision on day 3.